something. It's just, life just been keeping me busy as well. Regular pumping out installments lately for Fata Morgana, that is. Oh, so I got the link up, so we'll put it on Vines and the Fediverse, or whatever it was called, at this cafe. Let's see here. Okay. What's that? Wow. Okay, that. For some reason, the copy-paste thing is really not happy with that. Let's see if this worked. Yes, it did work. Okay, good. Pretty good. Okay. And it should be attached to my Minds account, so I should be able to just share it from there too. That'd be sweet. Yep, sure did. Sweet. Alrighty, now we're just gotta get the links into the Discord servers, then we can begin. As I said, everybody's doing it. There we go. Hear any weird rubbery sound in the background? It's my dog. She was chewing on this little cow skull that I got her. And I made out of like rubber. And the reason I got it is it said it was really tough. So far, it's actually got false advertising. So really interesting. Last one, then we can begin. Awesome. Alrighty, we're all there. Now let me just pull up the chat, and we can begin. Let me listen real quick and just make a determination for the volumes. Yeah, we're gonna turn down the game audio just slightly. Okay, how was that? Let's try that out. That seems better. We're gonna go with that. Okay. Nobody's in the chat, but that is fine. That is just fine, because we are going to begin. And if people find it or want to join in, then they can join in as time comes. But so today, probably not going to be doing it too long. Maybe an hour, maybe a little under or over an hour today. I got other stuff going on, and also it's the weather outside is quite frightful, and I'm gonna have to move some wintry leftovers, and not going to be pretty because there's a lot of ice involved. So, yeah, not very fun. Okay, so where we last left off, I believe that we were looking to try to get the key from Yukimasa, and we were going to try to use the nun, or Paulina's predecessing form, to excuse me, to try to coax him out of the key. So once we get that lined up, we'll be collecting that key, and we'll have 2 to 3. Okay. I think it was file 3 or 4 that we had, right? Oh, no. Yep, file 3. Okay. Okay. So, yeah. So, yeah, Yukimasa. So that's where we left off. Oop. Oh, my screen went out for a second. Cool. Whoa, and my volume went out too. One second, because that probably means the volume went out for... This is what happened last time. The volume probably went out for the stream too. 1 second. There we go. That's better. Yeah, maybe it's about time I replaced that one cord. And maybe there's a loose wire or something in it. Okay. But, so yeah, and then, I guess the other thing, one of the biggest questions, from what I can recall, that I still have, is I'm still curious about the whole white-haired girl thing. Like we said, Michael seems pretty convinced that the white-haired girl is actually Morgana. But, I don't know, personally. That might be part of Michael not wanting to, accept the fact that may have reincarnated as a white-haired girl a few times. But, yeah, we'll see. I hope that does get addressed. I'm hoping that that's not just like that wasn't like a, short little thing that we gotta analyze later on. I would like a rather definitive answer to that. So, anyways, let's continue. Let me get the mic just a little closer. Ah, there you are. Oh, that was not a good start. Ah, there you are. I hope I didn't keep you waiting too long. No worries. I apologize for pulling you away from your duties at such a busy time. After that little surprise this morning, I figured you must really have something you wanted to say. I do. Something very important. And if possible, I would like to discuss it with you somewhere more private. Let me guess. You're going to propose to me? Now, you should know better than that. I take it this has been a common occurrence. I am a servant of God the Father. He is the only companion I am permitted to have. No. I just want to... I know, I'm kidding. That was a good one. I just wanted to tease you a bit. I can't be away for very long, though, alright? I'll do my best to keep it short. Okay, Let's head inside and find a room then. After you. Now that one did get me. I was actually expecting that she was gonna confess that it's a regular occurrence. May I ask you something, Giselle? What? Yes, what is it? Is there something about me that makes people want to tease me? No, not at all. Who would ever give you that idea? If you say so. That's funny. All right, you have my undivided attention. Make yourself comfortable and speak whenever you're ready. I'm here to help those in need. My ears are at your service. The good, the bad, the ugly. Tell me anything and everything. You're a nun. You should probably be a little more particular with your conversation topics. I was gonna say that any bit of clergy I've ever come across in my life, the ones that I've actually had the most pleasant interactions with have always been those who more so incorporate, like, live out their devotions rather than make it like pull you out of the everyday world. So I actually got to say, I actually have an appreciation for clergymen and women who actually go about it this way. But anyways. What's wrong? Nothing. I actually want to talk about you rather than myself. About me. You, or the people you associate with, I suppose. Are your acquaintances with the Asian swordsman? The Lord's bodyguard? I mean, I know of him, but I can't say I know terribly much about him. What? I was under the impression you were quite intimate with him. Did someone tell you we were? No, that was just the feeling I had. Remember, I am a nun. Whatever you think you saw, you were probably imagining. We're not allowed to give any man special treatment, let alone be intimate with one. There's something between you two, though. What do you mean, something between us? Maybe you should try telling her what we know about him here. His primary motivation is to keep her church running, after all. Is he not here to keep his church, your church, in operation? Is he... what? Did he tell you he was? Sorry. He did. Oh, really? That's a little... no, that's quite surprising. I hardly ever see him talking to anyone. Are you friends with him? Perhaps. Acquaintances would be a better word. Ah, well, he seems to be a nice enough fellow. Maybe you should see his extracurricular activities. Are you really not close with him at all? No? So he told you he was trying to protect this church. It would have to be out of a sense of gratitude, nothing more. Gratitude for? A while back, he was in a pretty bad place in life, and I gave him some food. This was when I wasn't all the way out here, but at a church in the city. There were other nuns there too, as I recall. Right. We also served as an orphanage, so it was us and a ton of children, sorry. I've since fallen out of touch with them, though. But as servants of God, it is our responsibility to offer assistance to those in need, which is exactly what I did for him. No special treatment. I just did the right thing. So whatever you think you saw between us, there's nothing there. You're Pauline, though, aren't you? No, my name is Mary. Interesting. Mary? How can that be? How can she not be her? Well, I mean, it's a different reincarnation, so it doesn't have to... You're not likely to carry the same name. I mean, I was kind of surprised that you had both... oh my gosh, my brain's not working. The two siblings, Mel and Nellie. I was very surprised when they maintained their same names. Mary. That sounds a lot like a name we heard behind the third door. Yeah, that was Maria. I don't think they're the same person. I concur. There's no guarantee everyone's name has to be the same. Mel's and Nellie's were, which just makes us think they all would be. That's true. And on the subject of assumptions, it's possible her connection to the swordsman is also a flawed one. Because again, all we have to go on is Mel and Nellie. Although, Morgana's story, I'm pretty sure he said, yeah, something along the lines of doing what he did to keep her church running. Was he not referring to this woman? I should get back down to the courtyard then. Nellie won't be able to handle everything on her own. It'd be great if you could help with the preparations too. Oh, 1 second. There's absolutely nothing going on between you two? Why can't you just accept the answer I've given you? I don't like being so blunt, but you're really overstepping your bounds. I said there's nothing, and there's nothing. What do I say? If she leaves now, it won't be easy getting another chance to talk to her. Which, it sounds like a fantastic spot to save. And sorry if I'm not doing a good job reading. My throat's really squeezing here. I don't know why. Like it feels like it just tightens up, and I'm like pushing out my voice, and all it's coming out is air. Oh man. Will I be able to get him to tell his story without having her on my side, though? Will I be able to get his key? Maybe you could try talking to him with Mel there. The two of you together could convince him to give up his key. I encountered his shadow in the mansion. He told me that if I had mentioned the key to him in the past, he would have cut my head from my shoulders on the spot. Then, should we try to find the Lord first instead? I think I'll try to shake her up. Take a leap of faith on there being something between them. Happy now? I really should get going. Hold on, just one last thing. Yes? Would it be possible for you to grant me access to the observation tower? The tower? Why? Because the Lord and his bodyguard are keeping someone imprisoned at the top of it. What? They've locked up a girl with miracle blood. It's not very appropriate to joke about things like that. I'm not joking. The medicine you are handing out, that's real human blood. What proof do you have? I have someone else who can corroborate my story. And what proof do you have that they're telling the truth? When you hear what he has to say, you'll know. But the greatest proof is his key. Sorry, but there's no way I can believe someone's being imprisoned here. Your claims are an affront not only to the good people who give their time, money, and hard work for the church, but to God himself. Open the door, and you can see for yourself. I can't. I don't have the keys. And does that not seem the slightest bit unusual to you? Does it not make you think they may be hiding something? No, because I know what's being kept in the tower. You know? The observation tower is the Lord's personal property. He stores his money and valuables there because a church is less likely to be broken into than his manor. You don't want to clarify that? His money? Even thieves fear God. Do they, though? I don't know. I think if people get desperate enough, they'd be willing to steal from a church. So you can understand why he would want to keep his property here. Doesn't that... You were just talking about an affront. Don't you think it's a little bit of an affront to keep valuables of one individual protected by the good faith of people being reverent to God? I'm just saying. Does that actually make sense, though? If he's so afraid of thieves, surely he can afford to hire guards. He doesn't like keeping guards around. Why not? Haven't you heard? There have been several failed assassination attempts. The Lord is not a bad man. He can just be rather aggressive in his work, which has a tendency to make a man enemies, some of whom want to see him dead. And keeping his wealth at hand only increases that risk. Now are you satisfied? Insist all you like, but he's not keeping money in the tower. He's gotta... Are you after the Lord's wealth? Is that what this is about? What? Again, I don't like being so blunt, but... Who do you think I'm more likely to believe? The Lord, who has been supporting me in this church? Or you, who showed up out of nowhere demanding me to open the door? Hey! Hey, get out of there. What do you got? What the heck are you chewing? Sorry, just... Dog was chewing on something and... It's like a little piece of paper. Where did you get this? You shouldn't be chewing that. Oh, you're okay. You just can't be chewing that, okay? I'm telling the truth. There's a dying girl in that tower. I'm sorry. I don't want to do this, but if you keep this up, I'm going to have to call the guards. I really must be going now. The swordsman He helped imprison the guard in the tower, so he could get the money necessary to keep your church up and running. With your help, we could stop this. Take some time to cool off. Yeah, it didn't work. Would it have killed her to be a little more open-minded? I really hope she considers the possibility we're telling the truth, even just a little bit. Is she so defensive because she trusts the Lord that much? Or is it her trust in the swordsman? Or maybe it's simply because she just doesn't trust me. I think I'll head back to the courtyard. I need some time to consider our next move. That's a good idea. And there might be something Mel and Nellie could do to help too. Perhaps. Yeah, we don't have a good batting average right now. With the nun denying any involvement with the swordsman, and him being so inscrutable. Hey, no! A dog wrapped around, she went to go grab the piece of paper I just took from her. What the hell, dog? Like, what even is this? Yeah, it looks like receipt paper. What? Why are you so interested in that? It's just paper. You are a silly, silly girl. Yes, you are. You silly girl. Sorry that so much of this has got my dog involved. Oh, you silly puppy. I find myself at a complete loss as to how to go about crossing the wall, standing in the way of getting the truth out of him. My mind brings me back to the events of the second door, the most savage of the three tragedies. The things he did then were undeniably inhuman, which makes me wonder if his perspective on these events would have any influence on Morgana's perception of him. If at all, a positive influence seems less likely. Was he man, or was he beast? If nothing else, he wanted to be human in the beginning. What was it that he truly desired? If he hadn't been under Morgana's curse, would he have wanted to be the same killer he was? Blinding sunlight drags me away from my thoughts. My goodness, you just want attention, don't you? There you go. Take that bone. Okay, you guys can't see what's going on, but it's like she's trying to like, oh my gosh, she's trying to like swallow this bone. That's way too big for her. Okay. Iridium's brighter, more intense than any I've been under today. Or rather, it's probably more my mind interpreting it that way because my eyes can't handle anymore. Ugh. In a matter of moments, all I can see is white. Michael? Are you alright? I feel a sharp pain, like someone's yanking at the back of my eyes. I'm fine. I just need some shade. Giselle's voice fades away. From somewhere, I think I can hear her calling my name, but instead of sound, all that reaches me is more pain. Then the world starts tilting toward me. No, not the world. It's me who's falling. Get over here. What are you... Boy, she... I don't know if she's like attention seeking or something. She just keeps doing stuff she shouldn't do. Ooh, what's going on here? They got blood splatter. Is this Morgana then? I'm not at the mansion? No, okay. So we're still Michael, okay. Stop. Where am I? Oh, we're tripping. Oh, what's going on? You're awake. Morgana? What are you doing here? Does my appearance disturb you? That is to be expected, I suppose. I'm hardly what you would call attractive, after all. Morgana. How do you know my name? She's still got both her arms. How do I know your name? I came to save you. Where is this? Are you in the... I'm assuming that's observation tower? Huh? What just happened? I tried to say observation tower. My voice completely disappeared. Where is this? I'm not sure how you couldn't know. This is the witch's cottage by the lake. I found you unconscious outside my door, so I presumed you came here in search of my herbal medication. Unconscious? Outside her door? Your arm? What? This is... before she lost her arm, yeah. Does that mean I've traveled even further into the past? How could this be? You must get yourself far away from this place, Morgana. Better yet, escape to another country entirely. Where did that come from? I have no means of survival if I leave. In that case, beware of two men who will come to visit you. You must not open the door for them. What do you mean? They're a flaxen-haired boy and a swordsman. Not sure which word that would be. Why do I lose my voice for all the most important details? Is this really the cottage by the lake? Take a look out the window and see for yourself. There's nothing there. Okay, what's going on? I'm getting weirded out, man. Nothing outside the window. No, that's not exactly right. A reddish-black fog turns beyond the window. A pretty lake, is it not? Not that I have any place talking about beauty. Now I understand. This isn't the real world. It's your world then, Morgana. Or is it? A world within our dreams? May I ask who you are? I once spent much time at your side. This is all so very strange. It was always you who was talking to me, and now you don't even know my name. Shall we walk for a bit, Morgana? If you're going to try to convince me to leave, I won't have it. And please watch what you say. There's something very unsettling about your choice of words. As you wish. With all the stuff that's gone on, I do find it funny, but I kind of get it, how it's like, oh, we just switched from this reality to that reality. Sure, we'll just roll with it. As you wish. In that case, let's talk about ourselves. For so long, I fought to fend off the things you said. Not because I had any particular dislike for you, but because I was afraid of how entrancing the sound of your voice was. Sorry. I empathized with the feelings seething through your words, and that understanding almost allowed them to consume me. There was a mysterious magnetism to your voice. And as emotionally unstable as I was at the time, I couldn't possibly have withstood giving into it. Sorry. You're saying my voice is unpleasant? I definitely give her a different... I tend to read it in a different voice when it's Morgana, like the spirit, or whatever you want to refer to it as, or the true witch, I guess. Not at all. It was beautiful. Frighteningly so. I want to try again. I want you to tell me about yourself. The things you see and feel. I will not be telling you or anyone else about myself. Might be a smart move given what happened when you were opening up to Mel just a tad bit. Because they would have to be inhuman to empathize with you. In that case, we can start with me instead. Honestly, I don't know. I don't want to talk about myself either. Because it makes me feel pitiful, worthless. It's a story I would rather pretend never happened. And it's not a story I can tell just anyone. But you can tell me? Indeed. I was born into this world female. What? Yeah, it's a weird way to start this conversation. From a young age, being a girl felt somehow wrong. As I grew older, my body developed like a boy's. Not entirely, though. My body is incomplete. I'm missing one thing every man is supposed to have. The change drove my mother to madness, and she hid me away, where I was unfit to be in the presence of others. That was when I was 14 years old, and that marked the end of any semblance of normalcy in my life. Unfortunately, when you're born with that kind of condition, I mean, yeah, I would really hope that folks like that are able to have something of a normal life, but yeah, that would really eat away at you each day, because I can't imagine that there's not a day in which you're probably reminded some way or somehow that you got to deal with something like that. Morgana, you once told me that our fates were decided before birth, both yours and mine alike. I spent my whole life rejecting that notion, insisting I was a normal person, fighting to prove I was indeed male. now it's all over, I think you were right. The fate was always set in stone. And perhaps if I had stopped trying to fight it, if I could have shut up and accepted it, I could have lived a longer life. I could have not left Giselle behind. Do you regret your choice? No, I do not. No matter what could have been, I had to hold my ground. God, like I said, I'm having a hard time speaking. I don't know if it's the weather change or what, but it's like, yeah, my throat's just squeezed right now. I had to keep shouting, because if I hadn't, it would have rendered my very existence meaningless. No matter what misfortune the decision may have brought, I must not regret it. Everyone has some principle, some belief, some fundamental aspect of themselves that they must always stand in unwavering support of. Or perhaps must not lose sight of, would be a better way to put it. For if we do, we lose sight of ourselves. For most people, these beliefs have probably been internalized so deeply they aren't even aware they hold them. But what we carry inside us is unique. Difficult for other people to understand, to accept, forcing us to walk a path of solitude and persecution. I believe you genuinely do have miraculous powers. And who knows, maybe your blood is special too, but I think your real power lies in your voice, in its ability to enchant anyone who hears it. But it was something you were born with, not something you asked for. Was it not? I am a saint and the daughter of God. This is the lot I was given, and this is the path I must walk. If I stray from that path, or stop walking, I will no longer be myself. It would make me worthless. We mustn't lament the solitude we were dealt. Maybe not. But I think if either of us had someone, even one person who accepted us, it would have caused us to see the world in a much different light. I know you had people like that, who treated you like a regular girl. But they're gone now. And have you never learned of their and have you never leaned on their memory? It comes back for me de time to time. But even then, they were different than me. They were so full of kindness, so very human. And while they taught me to experience their joy, not even they could change what I ultimately am. I left my humanity behind far too early in my life. And what about you? Do you have anyone special? I do. And do they treat you like a normal person? She does. However, you still know that you're different, that you can't fit in with anyone else, that you're abnormal. You do, don't you? I am very conscious of that fact. That on a fundamental level, I am still gray. And that so long as I am who I am, that will always be so. Nevertheless, her acceptance allowed me to step onto the path she walked, a A path wide enough even for me, despite my abnormality. You are, I expect, only half right about that. You're a man capable of making compromises, with a spirit strong enough to try to walk the path of humanity, while still being an outsider to it. Oh my god. I might not make it to, might just go a little more. This is really difficult for me to read right now, I'm sorry. I could never do that. Someone could be standing there, some ordinary but incredibly kind and accepting person, holding their hand out for me. And I don't think I could take it. Because I know if I do, it'll only bring more pain. So if I am to take anyone's hand, it must be someone inhuman. Someone fundamentally abnormal. And not just mentally or emotionally, but on a deeper level. Intrinsically different. Morgana. Maybe you could do it. Maybe you could understand even the tiniest bit of my fate. You could do that, couldn't you? Then do it. Understand me. Empathize with me. Take some of the weight off my back. Morgana, I have every intention of doing anything I can. But you have to understand, I'm not from this time, Morgana. I cannot promise you that I will be around much longer. So instead, take as much time as you need to find someone who will accept you. And with them, slowly bring yourself back onto the path of humanity. It will not be easy, I know. Constant fear at the looks people give you, dreading the things they think and feel about you. Terrified by the thought they might abandon you at any moment. The ever-present anxiety about whether you're able to fit in with them. But I know you can do it. I know you can bring yourself back to the place you can love. Like what you had 4 years ago. You really are. Michael. You may think talking to my... Michael. No, we're going back to the witch. You may think talking to my past self can change something, but you're sorely mistaken. Nothing of the girl you see in there remains. Poke and prod at the past all you like. It won't change anything, my dear. It's all too far gone to have any effect. Morgana seems to have lost some of the control, though, if we're even able to get into that aspect. Michael. Michael, are you there? Are you all right? Get up, Michael, please. Ugh. Oh, thank goodness. You're awake. Did I pass out? You're awake. Are you okay? Did you hit your head? Nellie. Give everyone a big scare, dearest Michael. All of a sudden, you were just on the ground. Are you feeling unwell? No, I just have a natural sensitivity to the sunlight. I apologize for any concern I caused you. Sorry for worrying you too, Giselle. And for that rather shameful display. No need to apologize. Like you said, you're sensitive to the sunlight. I'm just glad you're alright, Michael. If anything, I should be the one apologizing for putting so much pressure on you. I had no idea it was so bright out. As long as you're not sick or anything. So you're feeling better now? My head still hurts a little, but yeah, I'm fine. What time is it? Almost supper time. Which means I better get back to the cottage. Was it really out for that long? At least you woke up before supper. I should get going, though. See you tomorrow, Michael. Good night, Nellie. Boy, we really didn't get much done on the second day, eh? Tomorrow is the day before Morgana's supposed to die. Our time is limited enough as it is. And said, Giselle? I saw Morgana. You? What do you mean? How? I don't know if it was in the world of her creation or simply a dream. But in it, I spoke with Morgana when she was still alive. What was she like? Not like the Morgana we know now. Not someone who seems to feed off hatred. So she really was a saint in life, like Mel described her. Now I got the impression being a saint was more like a chain around her ankle. The only way she was able to derive meaning from her life. Not to mention the other sense of solitude brought about by the knowledge that no one like her would ever come into her life. Do you think she wanted to break free from the chains then? Even if she were able to, she would never be able to return to anything resembling normal. Much like I will never have a normal body. Although... Oh, you're awake. That's good. What? You came to check up on me? I'm not so surprised. I'm plenty capable of showing concern for others. That said, no, it's not actually why I'm here. Huh? He looks pale. Did the nun speak to him about the conversation? I know you're not feeling well, but if you're up to it, would you mind joining me for supper? I don't know why you would make such a big deal about asking me to. He's the one asking. I think he's getting suspicious. I see. I apologize for not handling my encounter with him better. Don't be. If he was sure I was playing him, I wouldn't be here. So don't blame yourself. Though, I would have still appreciated it if you came. Absolutely. Turning him down would only give him more reason to be suspicious. True enough. I'll do my best not to let anything slip. You try and do the same, alright? Of course. Well, let's get going then. Could the nun have told him what I said to her? Whatever this is about, we don't want to keep him waiting. Be on your guard. I will. Wonder if the Lord will be at supper. Here he is. I see that. I've been waiting. I saved you a couple of seats, so go on, sit down. Oh, God. That stare. Holy shit. I want to look at this closer. Look at that. Look at the lighting, the colors. Good God. And the emotions, too, on the faces. Like, Mel just looks absolutely dead inside. And, yeah, I'm... my attention went right towards Yukimasa's eyes. Holy shit. I'm dead. I'm dead. That's what those eyes say. But I love the purple and black in the background. Oh man, this is a cool image. I really like this one. I'm gonna save. I'll guarantee you there's gonna be shit that's gonna be asked of me that I'm gonna have to give the right answers to. Okay. Yeah, now I'm now I'm a little nervous. Oh my god, my throat. Well, now I really want to get into now I'm anticipating what's coming up, so I'll try to get through a little more. Just man, my throat's really rough right now. This is unbearable. What's the matter, Mel? You've hardly touched your food. Lost your appetite? I've never been a big eater. No? Why don't you give it the rest to your friend here? It's a bit bland, but it's passable. Wouldn't you say? This pressure is nothing if not overwhelming. How does he expect anyone to eat with air so tense? And Mel refuses to even look at him. Considering he's the reason Mel's involved in this at all, I can understand not wanting to make eye contact. Or even be in the same room. Are you not going to eat either? Don't worry, there's no poison in it. The thought never even crossed my mind. Why would you think I would have been concerned about my meal being poisoned? It was only a joke. I don't see the Lord anywhere. He's gone back to his manor. I thought you were his bodyguard. He is a lord. He has more than one guard. Why did you invite us to supper? Is there any reason I shouldn't have? There are plenty. Oh, I'm sorry. There are plenty. Such as? Like... I imagine anyone who would feel a bit overwhelmed dining with the Lord's personal bodyguard. Like that. In fact, I'm surprised you two knew each other at all. Let alone were on good enough terms to share supper together. You haven't told this man anything, have you, Mel? Nothing. All I told him was that you were the Lord's bodyguard. I see. You want to know what kind of terms we're on? What? We're accomplices. Huh? Such a shame this was how your reunion had to turn out. You finally get to see him again, only to learn he's a criminal. Wait, what are you... What crimes might you be referring to? Take a guess. What sort of atrocities do you think we're committing? What is he doing? Why would he tell you that? He wants to gauge my reaction, I assume. I have to choose my words carefully. I can't say too much, but I won't get anywhere saying nothing neither. How should I handle this? Hmm. I have no idea. All I'm asking you to do is guess. Just say the first thing that comes to mind. You're putting me on the spot, telling me my friend is a criminal, and asking me to guess his crime. Did you honestly think you would get any sort of answer out of me? You make a fair point. Then allow me to change the question. If you found out a friend of yours was a criminal, would you still be able to be their friend? Depends on the crime. That's what I'd say. And that question make you uncomfortable too? Consider it a sort of sideshow to liven up our meal. Don't take it too seriously. It would depend on if they feel guilty about what they've done, and if they have any intention of making penance for their crimes. And Mel, well, he's someone who would be ashamed of any wrongdoing he might or might not have participated in. I see. What about you? If you had done something you knew to be wrong, would you be ashamed? Would you make penance? Maybe. Maybe not. You have one hell of a friend here, Mel. Michael. That was your name, wasn't it? Do you have any other friends? I don't have many, no. Any in this land? No. Why do you ask? I don't have any friends here either. Or maybe I never had any at all. Maybe he wants to be your friend, Michael. I don't know about that. That's not the vibe I'm getting. Somehow I doubt that. Yeah, that's where I am. Yeah, I guess not. Any family? I left home some time ago. Are they too far to visit regularly? Why do you want to know? I'm in a similar situation myself. I thought it might be nice to find some common ground. I find it difficult to take him at his word. So you made the long journey all the way out here so you could see him? That I did. This is just a small detour in his travels. That's what you told me, isn't it? That's right. How very gracious of you to go so far out of your way for him. Oh, and Mel, I have a question for you as well. What kind of question? Think of it like a little game. You're standing on the edge of a cliff. On your left is your sister, and on your right, him. They're both about to fall. You can only save one of them. Whose hand do you grab? Grab your sister's hand. Surely this isn't the first time you've heard this scenario proposed. It's not real. It's just hypothetical. Don't take it too seriously. Come on, it's just a game. You know that, right? You don't need to answer. As he said, I'm only here to see him. When I heard there was going to be a festival, I requested permission to remain until then. If that displeases you for any reason, I apologize. But hypothetical or not, a question like that makes it uncomfortable for everyone involved. Or are you trying to make him feel concerned? Not at all. It was merely a question. I never meant to make him uncomfortable. My apologies. Now, I suppose I should take my leave, as it seems my presence makes it hard to enjoy the food. Relax. I'm not staying here tonight. I won't get in the way of your reunion anymore. You said you would be here until the Harvest Festival? They're supposed to be putting on quite an impressive event. Look forward to it. May I ask you one thing before you go? What do you think of the nun? Are you very close to her? I am not close to anyone. Ooh, that got tense. That was good. Oh, but yeah, that stare in that picture, damn. That was good. Okay. So, yeah, thank you. I was hoping to handle it better than that. I just can't seem to keep it together around him. I'm really sorry. I can hardly blame you. Thanks. There's something really unsettling about him. I can't say I disagree. What was the deal with that question anyway? The cliff one? Yeah. I think it's best if you don't linger on it. Any way you look at it, he had to be. Never mind. Anyway, keep your eye out. You probably want to be extra careful tonight. After all that, I'm scared he might be up to something. There's no saying where he actually went. And I'm with Mel. I have a bad feeling about what he might do. After a conversation like that, you'd be crazy not to be on alert. And that would be wise, yes. I plan to head straight back to my room. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Do you really think we'll be able to get his key? I still can't bring myself to believe there's anything between him and the Saintess. The Lord's pretty much always inaccessible. Does the Lord say anything when you're all together? Such as anything at all? Something to give me some idea of what kind of person he is. Sorry, I've got nothing. I usually keep my mouth shut when I'm with them, and they hardly talk to each other either. I see. Sorry. I'm pretty sure you've already heard this. The Lord's an incredibly suspicious man. I'm not sure he's capable of trusting anyone at all. So, it's not really a situation where I can go up and ask him about his personal life. After several failed assassination attempts, among other things, he's just grown to be suspicious of everyone around him. If someone's walking up to him and even thinks they might try something, that's all it takes for him to have them beheaded. As a person, his reputation's awful, but he has done a ton to improve the city's economy. So the merchants and artisans think he's alright. And out of curiosity, what is the Lord's name? Huh? Oh, you don't know that either? His name is John... fuck. Jean... I'm gonna Franciscus. Forgive me, I don't know how to pronounce that C. We're gonna go Jean Franciscus Barnier. Oh, we got the Barniers! Nice! What? That name doesn't fit him at all. Not one bit. He does not look like a John Franciscus. Could that mean he's not the Lord then? No, the Lord is the only other person who did enough to earn Morgana's wrath and be on the receiving end of her reconstruction wish. It has to be him. But between this and the nun being named Mary, things are starting to get a bit muddled. Hold on a second. I think I've heard the name Barnier somewhere. Yes, you have! There was a diary in the library when I lived in the mansion, as I recall. Written by someone named Barnier. Actually, now that I think about it, that same diary also showed up in Mel's next life. In it, he was complaining about not having gotten into the larger of the family estates. And a bad harvest, I think. That was one of the books your family sent you, right? Actually, that was the one book they didn't. It was already in the library when I arrived. You think he could have written it? And here I thought it was just the scribblings of a disgruntled noble. If the book really is that old, I'm amazed it's in such good condition for so long. It couldn't be more than 100 years behind our own time, so it's not inconceivable that it would still be in good shape then. But Mel came back many hundreds of years after that. It's almost like it was frozen in time. You know, I think time may have been stopped during the times the mansion wasn't present in the living world. I kept it clean, yes. But one person going around dusting wouldn't be enough to keep it from falling apart in disrepair over hundreds of years. Fuck, sorry. Just what on earth is that mansion? Is it also part of Morgana's miracle? What's the matter? I've just been standing there staring off into space. Oh, sorry, I just got lost in thought. You seem to do that a lot. Just go off into your own world. I swear, you've got to be more absent-minded than me. That's not important, though, I guess. Anyway, so I've been trying to think of ways I can help, but sorry, I haven't been able to come up with anything. It's fine. I'm simply glad to have you on my side. Sure. Well, I should get back to my room. If you have any good ideas, let me know. I will. I should head back too. Here, let's save. And we'll just go for a few more minutes, then I'm gonna call it. I got no idea what is up with my throat. It's not sore at all. It just feels like, it literally feels like somebody's choking me. God, I still love that image. I know we didn't have much time, Michael, and that concerns you. But try not to agonize over it too much. Sorry. After how well yesterday went, it just feels like we've come to a screeching halt. Honestly, I'm having trouble processing everything. How about from now, we just focus on the immediate issues? I suppose. To start with, we're going to want to talk to the nun again tomorrow. We might have an easier time of it if we brought Mel or Nellie along. She'd probably be more inclined to believe us at the observation tower if it came from them. That might work, though it presents another potential problem. What if she doesn't believe them? It could put the two of them at risk. There's also the chance she's not involved with the swordsman at all, as she claims. No, she had that conversation with them, so we definitely know they're speaking to each other. In which case, convincing her doesn't get us any closer to getting the truth out of them. Maybe it would be better to approach it from the Lord's... Did you hear that? It came from over by the window. Maybe it's a cat. I'll go check. I wouldn't put my head near the window with Yukimasa around. Oh, shit! Yep. Ah! Huh? Damn it, there's someone in there. And yeah, that horrible scream. Yeah, that's from my throat. It's a ghost. There's a ghost out there. Get away from the window. Hurry, you don't want it to possess you. Calm down. Your scream startled me far more than anything. How am I supposed to calm down? We have to go find Mel and get another room. We can't stay in this one any longer. No way. I don't think it was a ghost. In fact, I'm going after them. But no, you can't be serious. But Michael... Holy shit. God, my throat. I'm pretty sure they went this way. Let's go back to the mansion. You're chasing a ghost. You're out of your mind. Fuck. You know, now that I think about it, she's essentially a ghost herself, afraid of another ghost. That's what I was thinking, actually. I think I saw movement in the bushes over there. Is this the one? Yeah, you found me. Ah, there you are. Hello, Maria. Or who are you here? And holy shit. Tie up your shirt. Holy shit. Fuck. Is that who I think it is? Be a good boy and pretend you never saw me. Got it? I'm off. Hold on. Go after her. Holy shit. I really need something to drink. Of course, when things get interesting, this is just... Now my throat's really just starting to give up now. Stop, please. I want to talk to you. You stop. Why are you chasing me? Okay, you're the one who grabbed us through the freaking window. For the record, I wasn't breaking in for nefarious reasons. So you don't need to take me to the guards. I'm not going to report you. All I want to do is talk. I've got nothing to say to you. Well, I do, so please stop. What's your deal anyway? You some kind of creep? No. How the hell's a man chasing a woman down a dark road not a creep? Good point. As if you look any less suspicious. Screw off and stop chasing me, damn it. Then stop running. Is someone there? Huh? Perfect. Help! Please! I'm being chased by a strange man. What are you? He's going to do terrible things to me. Oh, shit. Oh, that's that's bad. Oh, that's oh, that's bad. This is awkward. Is this as bad as it looks? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's worse. The writers got really good timing of all this. What's going on here? That's a good question. Wait a minute. Don't do anything rash. I can explain. I'm completely innocent. Maria? Well then. Things are suddenly looking better for us. So it would seem. What are you doing here, Maria? These sisters? Wait, are you... Is that you, Pauline? What? They know each other? And she called her... So I was right. That is your name. That is my earthly name. It is not who I am now. I am Mary. I no longer go by that name. Mary? That's your name? Oh, that's a fucking laugh. You joking? I am not. In that outfit, you become a nun or something? That part of the gag? I think I see what's happening here. Let's find out if I'm right. That's why you call yourself Mary, huh? Name suits you a hell of a lot better than me. The Virgin Mary's namesake grows up to be a whore, while sweet little Pauline grows to be a genuine Virgin Mary. What do you say? Want to take my earthly name and I'll take yours? You don't have to be so crude. Seems like it'll go south very quickly. That reminds me. I heard that there was a saintess or whatever. That reminds me. I heard that... Holy shit. That reminds me. I heard word there was a saintess or whatever at the church here. That you? A saintess, huh? That's just what people call me. I don't actually consider myself a saint. Pure as ever, I see. If it were me, I'd let them put me up at the pedestal, bask in their worship for a while, then swipe all the tithes and get the hell out. You're unbelievable, Maria. Oh, I'm just kidding. Don't take what I say so seriously. What did you come here for, Maria? That's what whores do. We come and go. We're anywhere and everywhere, and then we're gone. You do realize this is a church, right? I know, sacred crowd, no place for a dirty old prostitute like me. I'm going to hell, yada, yada, yada. I didn't say that. I'm just... I would prefer if you refrained from working on church property. I was on my way out, in fact. But then the white-haired dude came after me. I do believe you tried to break into my room first. Well, you keep your mouth shut. Excuse me. That's bullshit. You don't get to punt that. You tried to break in? What for? What's it matter? What's it matter what for? I'm a whore. Maybe someone hired me. Or maybe I came to pillage the tithe box. Was it the Lord? Is that who you came to see? Huh? Why would you assume the Lord of all people? There are plenty of other men in need of my services. I thought there might be something between you two. There's nothing between us. Everyone's denying their connections to each other. So, since you're here, Maria, do you want to stop by my place for a bit? So you can grill me about what I'm here for? No, I will admit I'm curious, but if you don't want to talk about it, I won't try and force you. We just haven't seen each other in so long. Yeah, I'm gonna guess sisters, maybe. I'm sure we've got plenty to catch up on. Come on, surely you can stay for tea at least. They don't call you the Saintess for nothing, huh? You'll even invite a whore into your house for friendly chit-chat. I wish you'd stop calling me that. You're an old friend who I hadn't seen in years. Okay, so no, not sisters, okay. For some reason, I thought they looked a little similar, besides the eye color. Holy shit. It's only natural to want to catch up, is it not? They're old friends? Not sure that exactly applies to us, you know. But sure, why not? Though, to tell you the truth, I have no idea what the hell we'd even talk about, so I'll agree to come on one condition. White hair here comes with. Well, who be? You can't let this opportunity go. Now we know that Nana's Pauline, we might be able to get more out of her. That's fair, but still. I'm not sure how comfortable I am bringing a man into the house with only girls. And I'm not sure how comfortable I am going. What's the big deal? You afraid he might turn feral? No, he ain't that kind of guy. You've got nothing to worry about. You seem to trust me quite a bit for someone you've just met. Not so much trust, more like the air you give off. Air? You don't look like you've got the balls to do it. Jesus Christ. What did you just say? Damn it. That stings way worse than she has any way of knowing. Don't let it get to you. There's nothing you could do about that. Ain't fucking literal. What are you waiting for? Go on, get your butts moving. Okay. I'm not sure I like where this is going. Giselle's right, though. This could be a good chance to get some new information. Ah! Huh? What is it? I just remembered. Something vital? She called me a creep. her door. She kept calling me a creep. Yeah, that face says it. It just occurred to me now that she was talking about me like that behind my back. I can't believe she would do that. Let it slide for now. It's something she does in the future, after all. I'm not a creep, am I? Well, when you started becoming a bit of a robot. Yeah? Well, considering what you were like at the time, I can't really blame her for thinking that. I wish I could erase that phase of my life entirely. Even I get the shivers thinking of the made me. I honestly don't think it was that bad myself. I'll take that as a compliment. Please do. The maid outfit, though, is quite all right. Okay. Okay, we're calling it there. My throat can't take it anymore. I don't know what the deal is. I don't really have any rhyme or reason for it. I've been pounding water all day, so I don't know why it's like this. So forgive me if this wasn't the best reading that I've done. But ow, like it hurts. Like not like pain hurts, but like it feels like how do I describe it? Like kind of like, you know, you hurt. You got yourself hurt, and then like it's like the soreness of, like, you know, having of it healing and such. That's what it feels like, but it doesn't hurt like you know, like it's like a cold or a flu or something that like gets your throat, like there's strep throat. I don't know. Like I said, it just feels like somebody's squeezing. So, but you know. Yeah, I had a really tense meeting with Yukimasa. That was probably the highlight. I liked that sit down a lot. Had Morgana, a conversation with Morgana. I still would like to know a little bit more about that, what that whole episode was about. And then we have met, we ran into Maria, and the nun's name is Pauline, so we confirmed that. So, yeah. We'll see where this all goes next time. Not sure when that'll be. It'll, like I said, been kind of busy lately, so you know, just pop on here when I can. But yeah, thanks to anybody who came by to watch. I appreciate it, and I hope that you're staying safe and warm, and I hope that you're staying happy. And if you're having a hard time finding any bit of joy or happiness in life, I hope that it comes to you sooner than later. And if you can't find it, try to, you know, do what you can to find it. I'm not wishing the best for you. So anyways, take care, guys. Next time that I stream, I'll make an announcement online, and I hope that you all have a good day. Take care. Bye.